If you are a young man, one of the areas of your life where you should try to improve is in the dating game. This is not just about learning female nature and chasing pleasure in the form of sexual encounters. Rather, it's about putting yourself out there, because this way, you achieve better social skills. You begin to understand social dynamics, what triggers people, how to control a situation, how to deal with different types of people. This is extremely useful in all areas of life, in relationships, in friendships, and in business. In this video, I will go over 7 raw truths about dating in the modern world. You might get offended by some of the truths, but try to understand them as they are intended and make an effort to learn the lesson. It will serve you well. Number 7, the competition is fierce. You might as well realize this right away, or you'll be in for a rude awakening. Now, the dating scene has always been competitive, there's no doubt about that. But in the old days, your competition was limited to the other guys in your town or area. That's not the case today. In the modern world, the era of social media and online dating, you are competing with everyone. Face the facts. The majority of couples today meet for the first time online. Almost every single girl has an Instagram account with hundreds or even thousands of followers. Male attention is in high supply, and it's coming from all around the country, if not from all around the world. So women nowadays have the privilege of picking only the absolute best men. I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you are neither handsome, jacked, or wealthy, forget about ever attracting the girl of your dreams. But don't be discouraged. Instead, let this motivate you to become the absolute best version of yourself. If you stay consistent on the path of self-improvement, you can destroy the competition. Number 6, self-respect. When you interact with a very attractive female, it's easy to put her on a pedestal because of how attractive she is. It's very easy to fall into the simp trap. You might start telling her how beautiful she is. The more you do this, the higher you raise the pedestal. Remember, if you treat her like a celebrity, she will treat you like a fan. Women crave validation, but once they get it, you become boring, and she will start to think that she is too attractive for you. But the moment you treat her like an average girl, without letting her beauty interrupt the way you treat her, she will start to crave your validation. The more attractive she is, the more cool you have to be. Now, this doesn't mean that you should treat her poorly. It simply means that you shouldn't treat her like she is extraordinary just because of the way she looks. Remember, all girls are programmed the same way, no matter how attractive they look. So treat them all the same, and you'll go a long way. Number 5, embrace rejection. The fear of rejection is the one thing that holds most people back, not just in the dating scene, but in life as a whole. But that's a mistake. Even though rejection can be painful, it should be embraced, because it can make you a lot stronger, and even teach you some valuable lessons. Even the most skilled pickup artists or attractive men in the world will not have a 100% success rate with women because it ultimately comes down to personal preference. Instead of dwelling on rejection, focus on the women who do find you attractive. The ability to move on and remain grounded is a valuable masculine trait that can be honed by experiencing rejection. After being rejected, your mind becomes accustomed to it and realizes that it is not a big deal. Rejection can be traced back to our ancestors who lived in groups and tribes, and being rejected meant being alone and at risk. Therefore, our brains have been wired to fear rejection. By experiencing rejection and learning to overcome it, you become mentally stronger, which is a desirable masculine trait to possess. And sometimes it can even be wise to analyze the situation, to assess if there is something you need to work on. Just don't overthink it or beat yourself up over it. Most of the time, it's simply a matter of trying again. Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to let you know that you can dramatically increase your natural testosterone levels by using the world-famous supplement TESTOSTERONE. It's an all-in-one solution, since it contains all the most effective ingredients that are known to increase testosterone levels in men. I've used it myself for a few years, and let's just say that I approve. So check out the link in the description below if you're interested, and let's continue. Number 4, walk away. If a woman rejects you, don't waste your time chasing her. If she shows interest, great. But if she ignores you, don't make a big deal out of it. A man's strength lies in his ability to remain grounded and act rationally without letting emotions cloud his judgment. Women are more emotional, so if she is pulling away, you should do the same. Remember, it's important to stay focused on what truly matters and not get sidetracked by rejection or negativity. This will allow you to keep focusing on your self-improvement and simply move on to the next girl. Don't get fixated on the same woman. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Number 3, don't reveal your weakness. Do not reveal your vulnerabilities to women. Recall the story of Samson and Delilah. Samson's strength was in his hair, but he lost it all by sharing his weakness. Women should be there to share the joys in your life. As a young man, if you have a severe weakness or need help, it's important to seek support from your brothers and not from women. There should be a clear distinction between what you depend on women for and what you share with your fellow men. Every time you reveal a dark secret or weakness to a woman, you run the risk of her using it against you in the future. Men should turn to other men and to God if they need answers or guidance. Number 2, social proof. Women love social proof. When a woman sees you with another woman, she will automatically become more interested in you, because the fact that this other woman is attracted to you serves as social proof to other women. But this is not only about the other female attention you get. It's about the amount of social attention you get in general, what people think about you, how they treat you. Once you start to improve in these areas, you will become more attractive. This is why male celebrities are viewed as more attractive, even if they are only average looking. They have fans, they have connections. This is what makes them more attractive, so focus on climbing the social ladder. Number 1, perhaps it's not the time. The last truth about dating is that maybe you should avoid it altogether, for now. This applies to those of you that are strictly dedicated to the building yourself and your future. Mind you, that you can be ambitious and disciplined and still find time to date. But for some of us, it's better to let the whole dating thing wait a little and focus on our goals. This is especially true for those that are building businesses or trying to make it as an athlete. These guys are under a lot of pressure and might not have the time, the money, or the energy for dating while being so dedicated to their dream. For those of you in this boat, I just want to say, don't sweat it. Focus on crushing those goals, and you'll have the most amazing and rewarding dating life you could have ever imagined. But those of you who are trying to improve your social skills have absolutely no excuse. Dating is one of the most powerful ways to improve your social skills, even though it may be extremely uncomfortable. So if this applies to you, I don't want you to think that you can use self-improvement as an excuse to avoid dating. Get out there and talk to some women. Your life will change for the better because of it.